to reassure her. And myself.
Oh, this is on our head. Okay, let's say that.
Is awake.
We having this conversation like
Around,
in front of her?
may end up poking back. Okay, whatever you do, at least leave the kid out of it. It would be cruel to lead her on. Friends don't lie to each other, even if it means disappointing her again.
Well, in this situation, disappointment might be good for her, depending on what the case is.
Okay, I'll see what I can see and all that. Gumshoe it up.
You will?
You make some good points. It doesn't fit. I hate when things don't fit.
Yeah, me too. I might just be, I don't know, crazy or something, but...
You want to know for sure. I get it.
Thanks, Muley. I should go in before my mom misses me. You better get in there, too. Can't hide in your car all night.
We came in here because of you.
Who says I'm hiding out here?
It's not my fault we're in here. It's your
do.
fault.
See you inside.
They're letting a kid go in the bar? I get that it's awake, but still, like, really? Are we a pill popper? Everyone knows Nick and I were best friends. Everyone thinks I owe it to him to be here. His daughter Joan goes even further. Thinks I should stay here and investigate her father's death. Our old boss Walter is sure to have something to say. Be able to sneak past him.
Might as well talk to Walter. I'll have to sooner or later. Whoever said you can judge someone by their car never met Tara.
You can tell whose car that is? I guess you would know who it belongs to, but still, Jesus Christ.
Yes, the cat food is under the sink. Yes, yes it is, Mother. Trust me.
Oh, it's Walter.
Oh, Samuel is here. I'll call you back. Samuel Higgs, as I live and breathe. Has it really been over 2 years? Regardless, I'm so glad you finally made it. It's good to see you. What kept you?
A trip down memory lane. I missed the funeral, but I made it to Nick's wake.
You have to bring it in for a hug. It's a Basswood back in town requirement. So good to see you, even if I wish the circumstances were different. In times like these, we need the comforting touch of others. At least I do. Also, have you spoken to Anna lately?
No, why?
No reason. If you get the chance, we should catch up. We should really catch up. I'll see you inside.
You're a large lad, aren't you?
Same old town, same old bar. The more things change.
The more they stay the same.
I'm not ready for this. Here we go.
This will be interesting to see go down. Don't know why he left yet. This game has some pretty crazy loading times. Don't know why that would be the case. It's not the most intensive game. This is a decent console.
Mr. Samuel Higgs, big shot investigative reporter.
So it begins.
Didn't think you'd ever be back in here.
I'd gladly slash your tires. But
Well,
that means
I
you
don't
couldn't
like
make
the sound of
town.
your tone.
And you are leaving town right after this, right? As if you aren't. Well, Nick's memory only goes so far. That's what I thought.
Now here start a fight at a wake.
It ain't worth it. Making friends already, I see.
Why are you leaving me away, dude? I didn't do anything.
Declan, been a while.
Hey, careful. I'd rather not be working tonight. And you
All
always
I did
seem
was
to
walk
anchor up
inside.
everyone's blood.
I'm only here to pay my respects to Nick. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, shame that. You watch yourself.
I think it's time I go put up a photo at the memorial board. That's what people do, right?
Okay, well, we don't hear what he thinks of
Declan
Declan.
lacks subtlety, but he loves this town like no one else.
You always did know how to start a ruckus. Can't say I missed that.
Old-timers in general already don't like me, and the article just made it worse.
Hey Sam, why don't you drink to Nick on the other side of the bar?
Walter?
can be overwhelming at
I didn't know you
times,
read Dickens.
but he
even.
means well.
No. So I had to throw them all out on their ear, and only then did I realize. Ah, Samuel, my favorite ex-muckracker. Join us. Join us.
How was the funeral?
Wasn't there. Setting up for this. Everyone came. Most of the town, it felt like. A sea of sad, wet eyes. I gave the
You
eulogy.
feel awfully
Felt hollow. So
positive about all this.
he worked for me for years. For years. My best reporter. What do you even say about him?
He loved people, sharing things, having fun together. Take video games. He didn't even care if it was some cooking game or shooting game or what, as long as we were playing together.
I always prefer my games analog. Chess, Go. You two did seem to bond over them, though.
It's the small things. Like he always kept his window down. Said cars made him claustrophobic. That's how he stays with us. The little details.
I remember the bar bets about that safe spot in Pac-Man. He got me one night.
Yeah, got me once too. Can't believe it's real.
Oh, hang on a minute. What's the
Enough
safe
about
spot in Pac-Man?
Nicholas, Enough. Tell me, how have you been, Sam? How have you really been?
I spend all day doing nothing. I don't even count days. They just blur together. Nick's death barely hit me. It was like a pinprick compared to just everything.
Time heals most wounds. Some it just makes worse. Sounds like you need something to pull you out of your rut.
Well, I think I've taken enough of your gents' time.
Go, mingle, circulate, but you must join us for an actual round later. You must.
Oh, Walter, can I ask you something?
Questions are the fountainhead of knowledge.
Might as well ask
Nick's
him now.
crash. Was there anything suspicious about it?
I asked myself the same thing. The very same thing. It did seem odd. Young Nicholas, a careful man in all things, including driving. I looked into it myself. You know what I found?
Nothing.
What?
A tragic accident with nothing amiss. I am both relieved and saddened to say.
Ah,
Life is rarely like a crime thriller, and while I don't mind you asking, some might find it a distasteful conversation at a man's memorial.
I know, I know.
Especially from you.
I'll keep that in mind.
See that you do, my boy. See that you do.
He's owned this bar for almost a decade and still can't afford another employee.
Try to look at the alcohols from all over the country. Ethan likes to show off. Coal Miners Haven drink menu. Seems Easton's been trying to branch out.
Sammy! Oh, it's been ages.
Ooh, the
Tara?
fuck are
Oh,
you?
me? I've had this stomach thing lately, always churning. And this thing with Nick, his car went up like a Sunday ham.
Okay.
Burned alive, you know. Have you met Hugh? He took over the old pharmacy just after you left.
No.
The infamous Sam. I've read that article you wrote on the mine. You must have put
Okay.
in a lot of legwork on that.
It took reading thousands of public records, but a pattern emerged of willful negligence.
You are a bulldog. A dangerous man to anyone using power to exploit others.
That's nice of you to say.
Now, don't hesitate to drop by the pharmacy sometime.
Oh, and Sam, you...
But for now, I have a feeling you're not here for us.
Oh, right. Don't be a stranger, Sam.
I don't know who you are. Should I know who you are? Wait, where'd she go?
More than 3,000 veterans.
There she is. Okay, this bitch vanished.
I thought it was 4,000.
It's the guy who got the
I've never known Tara to not take over a conversation.
believe he showed up after what happened.
So tragic, what happened to Nick. The details are horrible. They think he didn't die on impact. Instead, he roasted to death.
His lip sync is not great, but his conversation's
you
even
know,
worse.
Not a pretty sight. Unless you're into that kind of thing, of course. I didn't mean to be rude, Sam.
It's all right, Tara. I don't like the sight of dead, burned people.
Oh, thank God. I wouldn't want to be rude on a day like this. Poor Sam. Now that Nick is gone, everyone in town hates you. I mean, I don't. Why would I? It's not my job you destroyed. You're not the cause of all my problems. I mean, that's
okay,
what you did
bitch.
to pretty much all of Basswood, but not to me. So, I don't hate you.
Thanks for the confidence booster, Tara. I'll see you
Okay.
around.
Talking to you is a no-no. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Fuck you.
Bess always had a soft spot for Nick. I think she liked his work ethic. Pretty courageous of him to try his luck in Basswood, given the state of things. That's where Nick and I sat every time he dragged me out for drinks after work.
Okay, so I now know Tara is a massive twat.
Nick and I spent so much money on this machine.
Always had the high score. Mind Palace.
Can't believe this whole thing's still working.
Shit, that was bright. Oh, that's more copyright music, probably. Oh shit, this fucking smacked the shit out of my stream deck.
The kids and I've been busy, and we got a little something for you that's gonna make you smile all day. Daddy, 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 daddy. But when the lights are out,
Okay, so we dance to our dance with our ex-girlfriend here at this bar to the song.
and I've got a feeling you've been pleased. So, daddy, 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 sit yourself down.
What is this? What is this important?
Now you should know how much
He's like, hang on. He's like, Raj man, Easton tried to support the local scene. Mission of Mark suggests strong intoxication for the average player.
Some people can play this game drunk. Anna was best at 3 beers.
Drunk customers doubt they read it. Landmark is changing hands. Longtime bartender Ethan Morrow will be taking over the Coal Miners Haven from current owner Carl Edwards. Coal Miners Haven has been one of Bathwood's only bars since Prohibition, when it started as a speakeasy. Ethan has had this to say about the change. Nothing's going to change much. The place feels like home for a lot of folks here. Don't want to change that. He plans to keep Edwards' collection of decorations and hopes to add to it as the years go on. Bathwood, the bar you forgot you remember. It's easy to forget the place that you can make our hometown feel familiar. The Coal Miners Haven is one such place. The owner, Ethan Morrow, has made sure to stay true to the establishment's name by littering the walls with all the brave workers Bathwood has seen over the years. Ethan might not have reached the skies yet, but he remains optimistic. Things aren't easy, but thankfully people still think they can beat me at darts. Give it a chance. When you walk by, the prices are fair and the beer cold, and Ethan remembers the name of every customer. Nick watched about any sport, even soccer.
You'd think a kid at a bar would stand out more.
Everyone here seemed to really like my dad.
Nice denim coat.
Of course they did, Bug.
Everyone's nice in that creepy way. It's weird. Even Anna's weird.
Where's Anna at?
People don't really know what to say, but they genuinely liked your dad. So even if they're weird and clumsy, it comes from a good place.
Now you sound all weird and clumsy.
Don't I always?
Do you ever just watch people?
It's pretty much all I do.
Me too. But I don't always like what I see.
I think that's pretty normal for the most part. Alright. Oh, hang on.
Should I have brought flowers? Do people expect me to? There was no love lost between Kathy and Nick since their divorce, but anyone can see she's taking his death hard. Kathy,
Sam, you actually came.
That I did.
it's been too long, Kathy.
Has it? Joan was really hurt when you left town.
Yeah, I know. We went over it already.
They were close after the breakup, and Joan's never had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Maybe don't break her heart this time when you leave town. All right?
I'm trying to be a good person, okay?
Hard to make promises. I don't do well with those in Joan.
I've noticed.